Hello everyone. This is going to be my fancy intro. I don't really feel like editing anything today, so this will have to do. So yeah, hi. It's been a while. It's been so long time since I've done any of these videos to YouTube or any social media stuff actually. So you might be wondering why I'm doing one now. Well, I was actually asked yesterday to do one of these devlogs, and it would have been devlog of Morbid, of the whole team. And I thought about it. I wanted to do it. I really wanted to do it. But the thing is, because of this situation the world's in, the global pandemic and all that, everyone is working from their homes at the moment. And while I'm at the office, I'm actually here alone because I can get here by car. But anyway, and also I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this, so about it. But we're actually at the final stretch of getting Morbid done. It should be done rather soon, and I'm saying should be. I'm not saying it will be. It should be done. More on that later. But yeah, anyway, everyone's basically working their asses off, doing what they can, doing their best, basically. And because of that, I told this website, which I don't actually even remember anymore. I'm sorry. I told this website, no, we are not going to do one of, we are not going to do that devlog you're asking, because I feel like it would be a rather sad devlog at this point, honestly. But when I started thinking about it, it's been so long since I've done any posting on social media on any platform actually, and I I really want to get out there. I really want to say something to you guys. I mean, if you've been with still running since the beginning, you should know that I used to post a lot of stuff on Facebook, on Twitter, YouTube, everywhere because I feel like you should be part of the journey, but I haven't been able to do that with Morbid because a few reasons. First of all, Morbid is a massive project. Really, it's so big. It's the biggest thing I've ever been a part of, and I just don't have the time. It sucks, but I don't have the time to stick around on social media. Although, if you have had questions about anything, like if you have lost your password on some of the week or anything like that, you know that I will reply in about 12 hours though. So I always have time for that, but I haven't been able to post stuff in a long time. But yeah, that's the biggest reason. The second reason is that we are not actually allowed to show you anything, which is why I'm a little bit iffy about this video as well, because I'm not 100% sure if we can do this. But if there's a problem with it, then the video will be taken down, and that's it. But I want to do this. I want to talk with you guys. And I want to talk about the journey of what has been Morbid so far. In case you didn't know, Morbid is the game we're working on right now. And yes, I'm saying we, as I'm still running it. The team has actually grown to 6 people during Morbid. 6 amazing people. Really, it's I really want to show you guys something, like some art or some music or something, because the art, it's amazing. It looks so good. The game looks so good. You will be able to see it soon. And the music is, well, if you remember the last teaser we did like a year ago, the music, that the composer is the same in the actual game. The composer is the same, and that music that was in the teaser, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was done in 2 days. So that's to give you some idea how amazing it will be. Because it's amazing, let me tell you. And there has been a lot of stuff going on for the last year. I don't know even where to start, really. At this point, I'd like to point out that I have not written anything down. So anything I say here, it's just, whatever comes to my mind, basically. So first things first, it's already been 5 minutes of me blabbering about. So, this will be, I feel like this is going to be one of those long videos, and this is going to be one of those emotional videos, so bear that in mind. But yeah, where to start? Well, let's start with where Morbid started. So last year, 2019, which by the way was my absolute most stressful year of my entire life. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. But yeah, 2019. Well, first of all, it was a pain in the ass to get the funding. Like we tried a lot of places. I called everywhere that I knew of. It took a long while, but if I'm going into the detail, this is going to be 5 hours and not 5 minutes. So I'm just going to skip most of it. I'm just going to say it took a long time to get the funding, but after all, we got the funding from the publisher that we have been working on, or I have been working on for years now, which is Merge Games, and they funded the whole project basically, which is just, the feeling that I don't actually have to think about, am I going to eat today or not? It is fantastic. I have the money, I have enough money to buy food. That's great. It's amazing. And yeah, because of the funding, we started off as 4 people with Morbid, and then we got a 5th member rather soon because we needed another artist here. And a few months ago we grew to 6 people. So Still Running is now a development team of 6 amazing people. That's still, I sound like a broken record here now, but because of Merge Games, thank you guys. I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, thank you, really. I don't know, like, without you guys, without Merge, without you fans out there who have been here since the beginning, or also, I'm so thankful for you, because I wouldn't be here without you. Feels weird. Thank you. But yeah, anyway, it's been a long journey, like I said. But we're now a team of 6 people, and we need every one of those. We need every one of the people we have here. Because, like I said, Morbid is a massive project, and I'm sorry, this is going like bouncing left and right, the whole thing. So, like I said, I have not written anything down, so I'm just saying things how they come. So, anyway, back to 2019. Why it was the most stressful year of my entire life. Well, the beginning of the year, when we didn't have Morbid yet, when we didn't have the funding for Morbid, when we didn't have any idea what we were going to do, I was actually working on porting games. And, porting. So another developer gives me the game and I port it to consoles like PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, whatever. And it was kind of fun for a while. Uh, I like puzzle solving, so it suited me. But thing is, back then I knew that me and my better half, we would be going to get a dog in 2019. And it would be in the early of 2019, and we knew it. So I took every job I could. So at one point I had 3 porting jobs that I was working on at the same time, and I was also teaching kids to code. I worked very long days back then, and looking back at it, feels like I don't even know how I survived that. But anyway, it was a lot of work in a small amount of time. But I got it done. I got enough money to survive. I got enough money to save for the dog and all that stuff. And in the summer we got the dog, which it was great. Then this funding issue started happening. You know, where to get the funding for Morbid, because funding a team of 5 to 6 people for a full year is not cheap, you know? So where'd you get that money? Like I said, it was a long time. We got it from merch, which is great, amazing. And then things started to get like good. I felt like, yes, it's now it's our time. And we have this old car from the 90s back then. I felt like, okay, now we are going to upgrade. We are going to get a proper car, like a new car. It's not new, but it's newer for sure, and a car that's suitable for families, you know. And we got the car. And long story short, the car cost me like 12,000 euros. It's on loan. I don't have money to pay that much, like, right away. So yeah, 12,000 euros. And then in the first 2 or 3 months, there were a lots of problems with the car, and it was actually repaired with over 10,000 euros in those 3 months. It was quite stressful. Thankfully, the seller did pay almost all of it, but it was stressful for, you know, to, like, we didn't know how much they would be willing to pay, how much we would have to pay, and all that stuff. It was stressful. And then hang on a second. I haven't really said this anywhere, but then our dog, which we just got, he was about 6 months old. He got hit by a car at the office. He survived. Don't worry. He's well and alive now, thankfully. But yeah, he was just a puppy, and a post-delivery guy was giving me a package of I don't even remember what it was, but I got the package, and the thing is, the dog was still a puppy, so he didn't really listen to what I was telling him, or yelling at him. And when the door was open, of course, he ran away. And yeah, he got hit by a car. And we went to a hospital with him. And, you know, long story short, he's okay. He did not need a surgery or anything. So everything is good. And he's basically good as new now. Because it was quite messed up. But even after that, we had to pay for that, you know, hospital stuff for over 6 months. So money has been playing a large role big role in 2019, like overall. Ah. But yeah, at the same time, we were working on Morbid, of course, which is why I'm doing this video. I'm not doing the video of my life. I'm doing video of Morbid. I'm trying to, at least. But yeah, a lot of stuff went down. A lot of stuff happened in 2019, and yeah, the end of it was good. Everything started to go well again. 2020 has actually, if you don't count in the global pandemic, this has been a way better year for me. But as for Morbid, thing is, like I've said, it's a huge project. It's a big game, and coding wise, I've basically been like through most of Morbid, I've been coding it alone. I haven't been the only one coding it. Now we have another coder here, but basically like 90% of all the code that's in Morbid is done by me. I'm not saying that to to brag you or anything. But the thing is, this is so big project. It's actually, we would need at least 3 coders, 3 capable coders to do this. And I'm not saying that I'm worth 3 coders or anything. But it's been very long days to get everything done in time. And it's been really stressful for me. And for the rest of the team as well, of course. But yeah, for me I'm doing a lot of work here to get things done. And on top of that, I'm also doing the project management part of Morbid, which is actually like almost half of what I do now, like time-wise. Half of my time goes into project management and not coding. So, hopefully for the next project we can get a few more people in to help with new games. But yeah, it's been a lot of work. It's been lots of stress. It's been a lot of work to get Morbid out. Oh, not out. It's not out yet. But yeah, about this whole it should be done and maybe it's not going to be done thing. The thing is that, like I said, I've been the only coder for so long on this project, which is so big, and most of my time goes into project management. I fear a little bit like how it's going to go. I mean, we can get it done. We can get it done, but it's going to mean a lot of long days. That's actually for the last week, for the last month, I've been doing about 10-hour days at the office to get things done. And to be honest, it's at this point I just really hope this is not going to waste. I really hope that what's happened with the walking vegetables is not going to happen with Morbid, because we've all put our we've all been doing so much work on this. We put our heart and soul into this for so long. So many days, like so many days, so long days. I just really hope that someone out there will enjoy the game. To make it all worth it, you know. Yeah, I don't know what to say. If you've been watching for this long, that's great. I would take my hat off for you, because you know I don't have one. But thank you for sticking around, and yeah, let's hope that we're going to make a great game and you guys are going to enjoy it. I wanted to say so much more, but I don't know. My mind is going to places. It's hard to say anything at this point. So I think I'm going to cut it here, and yeah, just so that you guys know. We are still here. We are still running. We are still doing games here. Hopefully in the future as well. And let me know if you want to see more of these blabberings. I'll happily do more if I have the time. And maybe see you guys in the next one. I don't know. I'll upload this to YouTube now, and I will be reading comments if there are any. Hopefully there are any comments to read in like about 10 hours. Okay, so I'll stop it here, and that's it for this one. Bye.